True peace, kins and kinettes. I am back at y'all with another one. And if you trying to stay ahead of the game, you should go ahead and subscribe to Peep the Slang. This article came out Sunday, August the 14th. The Manifestation Effect by Mrs. Anna Von Ritz, and I'm going to like to read it to you. Peep the Slang. It is no news to most people in the modern world that everything we see and sense around us is mostly empty air, and that what we are seeing and sensing and experiencing as solid and actual is in fact more accurately described as ordered vibrational energy. Man, Peep the Slang. The ordering of that energy takes place in magnetic fields and currents that swab the earth and move throughout the universe in unimaginably huge rivers of charged particles which serve as the substance of creation, what the Vedic sagas call prana and what physics call plasma. Plasma is the fourth state of matter. The actual sequence as we know it now is solid, liquid, gas. Plasma. Prana, aka plasma, can be undifferentiated and formless and can flow freely, or given the correct signals and stimulus, it can take on form and solidify, a process known as manifestation. The spiritual battle we all been suffering through is now manifesting on the physical planes, as well as many other things of which should be aware. When we focus our attention and use our intention to release the great seals off the west coast of Britain and destroy the great Palatine seal in Rome, we set a new energetic pattern in motion, one that revitalizes and empowers Africa. Our intention in removing the seal was simply to return the earth to its natural, unencumbered state and to allow energy to flow freely to and from Africa. We did so knowing that nature will rebalance everything on earth in accord with the divine template always intended for Africa. Africa and its people were never meant to be kept in bondage century after century. The only thing keeping Africa from assuming its natural role and place upon the earth were these energetic seals acting like dams, collecting and diverting plasma away from the entire continent. Man, peep the slang. So we opened the floodgates, and we are seeing in part the results of that action now. Africa and all its sons and daughters of all colors and religions all over the world are receiving new life, new power, and new vision. They are naturally rising upward, finding and assuming their intended place in creation. And that is a wonderful, natural, joyous thing. It is what they deserve and what was always intended to be their portion. Don't be afraid that you are empowering enemies. Realize that we are meant to live as brothers and sisters, and with the right focus and intent, this can be achieved. Look around at the vast diversity of creation, where even the grains of sand left untouched by beauty and design. If you have any questions about the answer, just place a little sand under a microscope and gaze in wonder. So you are seeing Africa reimagining itself, and a similar thing is beginning in Australia as we tug at and loosen the great seal of Angkor Wat. Aged after age, this seal has served as the navel of the world, silently ruling over the Pacific nations. Soon you will see this energetic blockage swept away, and the continent of Australia and all the other countries affected by Angkor Wat will similarly rise up and thrive, no longer hobbled by energetic blockage that has distorted the Pacific Rim for untold centuries. As for the Great Seal of the United States, it is located in the Great Lakes off the north shore of Lake Superior. As we raise it and remove this prehistoric energy blockage, our lakes and rivers will be full again, and the seasons will return. We too shall breathe a sigh of relief and prosper. Along with these massive energetic changes will come new appreciation for our natural resources. People will begin to focus on the loss of atmospheric oxygen and finding better answers to waste management. There will be plenty of other signs and symbols of the times. Pillars of various kinds have started appearing all over the world. These may be made of stone or a virtuous material like glass, or they may appear as pillars of fire or clouds as described in the Bible. Don't be afraid. The pillars are markers like boundary stones and won't harm anyone. The time between committing a sin and karmic payback is shortening, and so is the time between creating a thought form and encountering it. People born in the 1980s and 1990s will be mostly affected by this phenomenon. It begins with they think of a song and they play it on the radio. They think of a Dodge Charger and one appears on TV or in the driveway. This can be unsettling and unnerving as they begin to grasp their own ability to change everything for the better, so long as they focus their attention on good ends and happy things. Again, don't be afraid or overly surprised by these things happening all around you. Just stay in your happy place and think good thoughts and enjoy the results. Man, Peter Slang, that's something to say. Because I've been talking everything so far right into my hands. Peep the slang, man. I wanted y'all to hear that, and you should share it to your other people, man, that's around you. So, man, peep the slang.